Bonjour, my darlings. Happy Thursday. Good morning, my darlings. How are you? Yeah, baby. We got a cup of coffee and darlings, like I said on the podcast, like I said on the card pull, ladies, let's effing go. Shall we? Darling, they took it too far. They took it too far and they have activated millions of women because the unfortunate thing about living in a country where they protect the men more than anything else and the men who need constant protecting from the consequences of their own behavior use the people that they abuse as the shield. They're the ones that care about women and children. They're definitely the one. They're the only ones who care. All right. Those same ones right now are telling us to shut up. We're a hoax. We need to be sued for opening our mouths. We're going to ruin these billionaires' lives. We're going to ruin the lives of the people who did this to them. That's not fair. And darling, that tapped on a little nerve of millions of women in America who have heard that before. Myself included. See, that's the problem with letting these dudes run rampant and do whatever they want without consequences, with parents and pastors and political figures and lawyers that all go, don't ruin that young man's future. Don't ruin his future. You just grin and bear it. All right. It's time for the mothership. Like we said on the card pull and like we said on the podcast, the mothership, mother-ship has arrived. Millions of women are looking at each other right now going, okay, So it's time for us to step in and clean this up. We now see that we've let them play with this too long. We are at the point where grown men are saying they don't feel safe unless they're being followed by a Humvee. Meanwhile, children are supposed to take bulletproof packs in their backpacks because that's just the price of growing up in America, okay? And those are the same dudes who swear they care about children. You know, the same ones that want to send them to work and marry them. They're the ones that care so much, just like they care so much about women. They want to take your rights away. They're not counting the ones that are passing away from lack of medical access. They don't want you to vote. They don't want you to be able to get a divorce. And now men, straight men, not women that they like to call men, but the straight men can just burst into the bathroom and go check and see who has what. Again, those are the people who care about women and children first. Enough is enough. Okay. And yes, I saw the battery pack and Stinky Packet's jacket. I saw it. I believe y'all when they said he has that left ventricle thing put in. I believe that. But yeah, millions of women don't like being called liars and hoaxes, especially when we've been called that before whenever we talk about something someone did to us and everyone gets real focused on protecting the diddler instead of us. You've got millions of women with a lot of packed up trauma that don't want to hear that shit right now. And darling, we ready to rise. Meanwhile, Tom Hos-a-man is threatening to flood the cities again. And I just want to remind you that he said that about September 2nd. Remember? Parnas came on here and said, get ready, guys. Tuesday, the floods are coming. And I know they are releasing people. I know that raids are happening. But this thing where they're like, it's coming, you guys, and rawr, take over. Did it happen? No. Just like Chicago, they keep backing out of that. They keep saying it. They keep putting it on Fox, putting white people going, I heard a pew pew out here. Like, isn't that what you guys love? I'm sorry, aren't kids supposed to go to school with those pew pews? But you're a grown man that's afraid of them, right? Again, this whole culture is them protecting themselves from their own cowardice and weakness. Them meaning the men that fall into the category. And yes, not all of them, but darling, we don't have the time to differentiate the good from the bad. Chances are, if you're still sitting there and you haven't felt compelled to say something, then you're not one of the emotionally evolved men yet, and you got some more work to do. These people were more upset over the change of a logo that had nothing to do with wokeness. No one was complaining about the logo. The company just did it. They didn't even say it had anything to do with it. But white people went, it's woke because you changed it. Like, they don't even know what woke means anymore. They're just making stuff up. They were more upset about that than what happened to the kids at that school. They were more upset about that than what's going on with the victims that are speaking. Those people, I live in Temecula, the people who are the defenders of women and children, all right, are focused on one trans kid at one middle school. Grown adults harassing a child, feeling big and bad that they bust people in from other cities to make one child feel uncomfortable. All right. That is the priority of the SheepleSteeplePeople and the conservatives. That's their priority. Spending money, being criminals, protecting diddlers. All right. And their newest excuse. Oh, Jeebus can use a diddler. He cures it. Okay. Just like diddling is no different than being a drunk. No, it's not, which is also them, which is also, it's not funny. It's not funny. These strong, superior men that need to be in charge of everything, that are offended by everything, constantly whining and crying and never want to be held accountable and hide behind the women and children that they are harming. Yeah, darling. Ladies, like I said, Are we ready? Are we ready to clean this up, or we just gonna let them keep driving this right on over the cliff? Because you see now, you see now, right? What happens when you leave them in charge? Okay, I'm just saying.